Praying for rain in the middle of the war. Today is the 7th of Cheshvan, and in normative year, everyone in Israel started last night to start praying for rain, not just saying, God, you can bring rain, Mashiv HaRuach u'morid HaGeshem, but you should bring rain, and that's why we added v'tein talu matar into the Barech Aleinu. However, we are not in normative times. There are soldiers fighting in the field, and rain is not conducive to the war effort. Not only is it extremely uncomfortable, to say the least, it is also very not conducive to success in war. And therefore, what should we do this year? I'd like to urge everyone to take the suggestion of a Rav HaGaon, Rav הכהן Shlita. He's the Rosh Yeshiva and Rav of the Yeshuv of Otniel. He is a Talmud Mufak of my Rebbe, Rav Lichtenstein, and did Shimush by great Rabbanim in his early years. Rav הכהן suggested a certain nusach in which we say v'tein talu matar, and then we say but not on our soldiers in the field. I'll share it with you, but I just want to explain what it's based on. Number one, as we said many times, the Shulchan Aruch says in Simon Kuf Yutet Seif Aleph 119.1, you can always ask personal requests to your Amida as needed. If this is true for personal requests that I need, then all the more so if it's true for thousands of soldiers that are not out there for themselves, they're out there for all the sake of all of us. Number two, not only can you add personal requests into the blessings of request in the Amida, it's extremely important to remember that in this particular regard, we didn't start asking for rain on Sukkot, even though it's the holiday God judges us for rain, because we don't want it to rain in the Sukkah. We also didn't start to ask for rain right after Sukkot, simply because there were Jews walking back to Iraq, and it took them time to get home. So if, for all these legitimate reasons, no rain in the Sukkah, don't rain on me when I walk back home, we push off asking for rain, then all the more so should we right now ask for it, but say to God, please don't let it rain on our soldiers. Finally, you may think that it seems abnormal. Namely, it's impossible that it's going to rain on me in Efrat and not rain on the soldiers down south. Anyone that knows the weather reports in Israel knows that many a times this happens. Namely, it rains up north, but it doesn't rain down south. It could rain in Efrat, it doesn't necessarily rain in Eilat. From this perspective, it's not even a supernatural miracle. And even though in davening we can ask for unrealistic things, I believe this one's pretty realistic. From this perspective, I urge everyone, if you're in Israel and you started to say v'tein talu matar lברכה, please add a request saying, but not on our soldiers. Be'ezrat Hashem, we should get to better days where we don't need to add that request.